Hello there, and welcome to Urinetown. Not the place, of course, the musical. Urinetown, the place is, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout our show.
You hear the news? They carted old so-and-so up to Urinetown the other day.
That's so. What'd he do?
Oh, such and such I hear.
Well, what do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's a kind of mythical place, you see? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2. And then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism. Things like that. But Urinetown the musical, well, here we are, welcome. It takes place in a town like any town you might find in a musical. This here's the first setting for our show. Now, as the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage. The hard times, the drought. A shortage so awful that private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd.
Oh, whoa there, little Sally. Not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time. You're too young to understand it now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter?
Well, I guess that...
Or a bad title even. That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That is the central conceit for the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail. You'll get Urinetown, off you go to Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown. You won't need bail. Now, later on you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep admission high, generally. So, if you're down on your luck, you have to come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. Well, that's why little Sally here is counting her pennies. Isn't that so, little Sally?
I'm very close, officer. Just a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir, but can you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
Now you'll meet the guy who runs Here in Good Company later. That there is his daughter.
It's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just see their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh, dear, I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Goodbye.
Anytime.
Well, we've talked long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
You are humble and all